So friends, I was listening to Americana music artist, Jason Isbell. I was listening to his new album the other day. And one of the lines that he was singing, it struck me just right. And it's on the song Ride to Roberts. And he throws this one out there in his easy Alabama drawl. He said, "We all get lost out here. The deepest ditches line the righteous path. God said, 'Hold my beer.' And he made a man so we could watch and laugh." And friends, we know that ain't why God made us. And we know he sure wasn't drinking beer when he did it. But honestly, I get that sentiment. Because sometimes it sure does feel like God is having a good laugh at our expense. And that line, it kind of stuck with me. And it even started popping up. It started popping into my mind when I was praying. And I had one of those moments of clarity that God gives us sometimes. You know, it only ever feels like God might be laughing at us when we think that we know what's best. When we try to plan everything out in our lives so that everything will work out just so, exactly the way that we want them to. So, you know, I'm rounding the bend of my 5th year of pastoring, and I like to think that I've learned a few things along the way. And something practical that I've learned is that you cannot overplan a children's message. And friends, if you're not a church regular, and that's fine, if you're not, a children's message is a time during the service when I call the kids up. And I talk to them for a few minutes, and I try to convey the same overall ideas that I'm preaching, and what I tell them is the big people's message. And I try to put it into words that even our littlest Christians can understand. And I got to tell you, when I started pastoring, I would write the whole thing out, and I would try to follow the script. And man, it just never worked. Because the kids, they are going to take the message where the kids are going to take it. Like this week, I did a little children's message using these little birds that I keep on my desk in my office. And one of the guys said, "Those are creepy. I bet they wander around your house when you're asleep." And boy, if I had tried to plan out my message perfectly, that would have thrown it off track. Way off track. But friends, with a few years of experience under my belt, I know that when I'm talking to kids, I need to have a goal, and I need to have the kids set the path of how I'm going to get there. So friends, we only have a couple of weeks left in Lent. And if you've really been doing the hard work of self-examination and reflection and growing closer to God, well, you might feel like God made you so he could watch and laugh as you try desperately to get right. So here's what I want to say today. Set the goal. A closer relationship with God, and let him choose the path. Because honestly, he knows what's best. Listen to Psalm 16, verse 11. "You make known to me the path of life. You fill me with the joy in your presence, with eternal pleasures at your right hand." Friends, follow the Lord's path for you. And you know what? This little midweek devotion series that I'm doing, it's all about the communal nature of our Lenten journeys. And I want to say something about that too today. Friends, know and accept that God's path, it might look a little different for each and every one of us. Because God leads, but he does not always lead us in the exact same way. So if one of your brothers or sisters is going about their Christian walk a little bit differently than you are, show them some grace, knowing that maybe God is leading them differently than he is leading you. So keep doing the hard work of Lent. Friends, I'll see you soon. God bless.